What EXOFECTA is, I believe, is sort of a first-in-class exosome product. We took the exosome science that we knew was out there. We developed this product at the behest of our customers. People wanted a company that they already trust scientifically to make a really solid exosome product. We decided to make EXOFECTA a multiple ingredient product because we feel like that's how it actually works inside of your biology. Really, you would never find exosomes in isolation. Stem cells express exosomes, growth factors, immunomodulatory proteins, a whole lot of things all at once. It happens in this milieu of stem cell signal expression. That's why we created a product with exosomes, with growth factors, and then we added copper peptides because, again, it's a great signal for healing. So exosomes, copper peptides, growth factors, all diluted in a sterile hyaluronic acid solution. It's called the treatment trifecta as sort of the marketing tagline on there. But what it really is the best way to preserve these molecules, and then the most biologically accurate way to have them in your skin. So EXOFECTA is the only product that I'm aware of that attempts the lyo bead manufacturing process.
So John and I thought of the idea of EXOFECTA due to the fact that we know that our stem cells are always secreting exosomes, and we know that they're secreting these proteins, but we also know that those exosomes get degraded. And so we said to ourselves, how could we come up with a way to preserve these exosomes and make an actual viable exosome product? And so what we started doing is researching ways to preserve them. And what we came up with is lyo beads and the lyophilization process that we now use. So I think there's this common misconception that lyophilization is bad for proteins, but it's not true. Lyophilization has been known for decades to be a great way of preserving proteins. What we do is we actually take these concentrated proteins that are being secreted by these adipose-derived stem cells. We rapidly flash freeze them in liquid nitrogen. They become these little tiny balls. And then what we do is we lyophilize those balls. So these lyo beads, we call them, are basically a stabilized, lyophilized, great source of concentrated protein and exosomes that are basically preserved indefinitely by this lyophilization process. And we know that they're preserved and they are still functional because what we've done is we have, in conjunction with UC Davis, set up a collaboration where those laboratories test to make sure that the exosomes and the proteins are still active inside of those lyo beads, and they are.
Lyo beads are really, really important because they show higher preservation of the bioactive molecules. It's expensive. It's really, really hard to do. It's sort of a pharmaceutical technology. Nobody in skincare is using it. We had the vision to try to bring that technology into skincare. And so I think the two things that set us apart are, number one, we're actually giving our clients a more biologically mimicked product that's very, very similar to what you would get in super, super healthy skin, except concentrated. And the second thing is we are using advanced pharmaceutical manufacturing systems to preserve our bioactive ingredients.